position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Ayton. And he's good on the three ball.
I love the confidence. Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
Now, here's Brewer. Fires the three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Loads of expectations come with going #1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's the three. Koulibaly, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Wright. Back to Fareed. Nifty move. Pass to Banchero. Now Brewer. Lock at 6. Here's Fareed. And the dunk by Fareed.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And the basket by Kamare.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Count it.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Chalmers scanning the floor. Jackson with the screen. Ayton wide open. Good. It's Chalmers with the assist that time. Ayton's got 6.
And this is something Ayton has to keep developing. In this era, big men have to possess an outside jumper.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Now here's Bender. Fareed with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Bender with the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Outside Jackson. The three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Great open look there. He's got 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Jackson in the corner. Back to Chalmers. Connects from three-point range.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Pass to Bender. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Koulibaly with it. From downtown, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
54 seconds left here in the first quarter. And the basket by Brewer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Sinks the triple.
Just a big man with a quality jumper. Ayton has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Pass to Bender. Stolen by Jackson. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Unloads. Here's Chalmers. 4 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. Here's Koulibaly. Chalmers outside. Fires top of the key. And no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter.
The visiting team.
They're up by 3. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Fareed outside. That 3 off the mark. Here's Kamare. Pass to Koulibaly. Fires from deep. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Brewer's shot is off.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Bender. They set the pick. Ball stolen. And here we go. Jackson has the open look. Good. It's Chalmers with the assist that time. Jackson's got 6.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Here's Kamare. Chalmers outside. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 6.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Pass to Kamare. There's the screen. Drills the 3-pointer.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now Fareed tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Kamare, covered by Brewer. From the arc, bangs home the trifecta.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Jackson from long range. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of basketball. Brewer's shot is off. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
There's a good screen. 3-pointer. And Kenneth Fareed pulls it down. And here they come. Here's Banchero. And yes, it's good. Banchero's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Back to Chalmers. 5 to shoot. Fades back. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 11 points. There's 53 seconds left in the second. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Pass to Ellison. And a miss there on the triple. Intercepted. Knocks it loose. Oh, and here comes Fareed all alone. And Fareed throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Black. Ellison with the rebound. Driving the lane. And a wide open look for, oh my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And they're on the break. Oh, Fareed in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Buries the long-range jumper. Outside Irving.
Home team foul. Purvis Ellison. First personal foul. First team foul.
And on the way from Irving for three. Black grabs the board. Lays it up and banks it in.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Takes it inside. Pass to Ellison. Trains the three-pointer. Ellison's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. On the wing, Irving. And he knocks down the jumper. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Screen by Fareed. Takes a three. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 8 points.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
A nice shot by Black.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Pass to Irving. The tray. The kick out to Fareed. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 9 points in the game so far. They set the screen. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Irving. And a missed layup.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Out of bounds.
There's 1:47 left in the third. Here's Reddish. Stripped it away. Here's Ellison. Still scoreless. No good with the triple. Down low. Here's Ellison. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Fareed outside. Wants to get it to Reddish and does. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
.102 left to play in the third. Here's Black with the drive. Count it, good. 56 seconds left to play here in the third. And it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
Pass to Ellison. Here's Koulibaly. Here's Abdul Rahim. Stolen by Fareed. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fareed.
Substitution on the court.
There's 39 seconds left in the third.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Outside Jackson. Shoots the three. Hits it from three-point range. Jackson's got 9.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Reddish. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. There's a screen. Back to Reddish. Makes it off the glass.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Gets it off. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And we'll have this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Wright. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time.
DeLon Wright.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Kamare. No good on the triple. Fareed with a clean look. Here is the open three to cap the break.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Back to Jackson. On the left block. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Kicks it out to Banchero. 5 on the clock. Over Ayton. And that one comes up a bit short. Lets the three fly. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. Bender with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
In the corner, it's Brewer. The kick out to Wright. Fareed up top. Pass to Brewer. Lets it go. Good. He hits the jump shot. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Jackson from long range. Kenneth Fareed pulls it in. Now Brewer. Now here's Bender. To the inside. Now here's Brewer. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
The three from Chalmers. Nailed from three-point land.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Pass to Brewer. Screen by Fareed. Fires for three. Brewer. Good. Brewer's got 7 points for the quarter. From deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The shot's good from Fareed. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth. Here's Kamare. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bender with it. Screen by Fareed. They swipe it. Out left to the wing. Here's Hayton. Hands it from downtown.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for your home team, Kenneth Fareed.
Both free throws good from Kenneth Fareed. And here's Irving. Brewer with the steal. Fareed outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Jackson deciding where to go with it.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Irving for three. It's good from long range.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And Dr. J slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Blocking foul. Hold on. DeLon Wright. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for the away team.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
Our Hall of Famer patrolling the sidelines. It's stolen by Banchero. From past the arc. Rebounded by Jackson. Now, here's Chalmers. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Drills the three-pointer.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
And the basket by Brewer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Stolen by Bender. For the three. Brewer's shot is off.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
This is Chalmers up top. Pass to Ayton. Koulibaly with it. Ayton a screen. Koulibaly no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Chalmers with it. Now guarded by Bender. And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now here's Bender. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Loads of expectations come with going #1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
And the basket by Kamare.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Right outside. Fareed at the elbow. Lock at 6. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Jackson from long range. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Pass to Fareed. Here's Bender. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Assistant.
Bender's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out. That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Screen by Fareed. Lets it fly. Bender, no good.
Away team foul. Jonathan Bender. First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:09 left in the first. Chalmers looking around. Pass to Ayton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Hits the three-point bomb. He has 6.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And Jackson gets it to go.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to Kamare. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attack.
Launches from deep. Right outside. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here's Ayton.
That's the
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter.
home team.
They lead by 2.
The visiting
We'll get
team.
things started in the second quarter when... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. Here's Wright. Still yet to score. And the 3 ball is good.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from him.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time.
Team foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. Ayton the screen. Here's Kamare. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Kamare's got 8 points.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 9.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Basket good.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Here's Chalmers. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And it's Ayton missing. Fareed, left side. Pass to Brewer. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Connects from three-point range. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And Koulibaly gets it to go. Now Bender. He's got 7. For 3. Here's Fareed. Three-pointer right. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
3.
Pass to Kamare. Over Brewer. Kamare misses. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. And finished off by Fareed.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And they're pushing it up. Here's Bender. Three-pointer. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Lets it go with the 3. And Koulibaly gets it to go. Koulibaly's got 6 here in this quarter. Here's Brewer. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
For the away team.
Brewer hits them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Fareed. Now Reddish. 6 on the shot clock. And Reddish with the slam.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rack.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. A nice shot by Black. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. There's a whistle. It's going to go on Corey Brewer. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for the away team.
On defense, the visitors. And it's Irving missing. Here's Abdul Rahim. Pass to Black. To the paint. It's stolen by Reddish. Outside Irving. Hands it from downtown. Irving's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early. Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Reddish's shot is good.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Here's Black. Ellison with the rebound. Right side Irving. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by a point. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's Black, and he's good on the 3-ball. Black's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Here's Koulibaly. Kenneth Fareed grabs the board. Pass to Irving. Puts up a 3. Nailed from 3-point land. Irving's got 6 points.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Pick off in midair. Here's Black. The offensive rebound. They set the pick. Here's Koulibaly. From the top of the key, he buries it. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And the shot's good from Abdul Rahim. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much, whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court. You got to do it as a unit. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
At the elbow, it's Reddish. There's the pick. Down low. It's stolen. Here's Black. It's blocked. And so out of bounds it goes. They'll keep possession. And so here's the home team. And it's Irving missing. Here's Black. He's got 6. Buries the long-range jumper. 9 points in the game so far. Looking to end the run. And he connects with the jumper. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Reddish. Here's Ellison. Here's Abdul Rahim. Fareed defending. And good that time. Abdul Rahim's got 5 points in the quarter.
And when he has to, Abdul Rahim can stretch things out, putting up that silky mid-range jump shot.
Here's Reddish. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Reddish has got 6 points.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
They set the screen. Pass to Ellison. Count it. Good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Outside Irving. .119 left in the third quarter. Trains the three-pointer. Here's Black. He's got 9. Rebounded by Fareed. Outside Irving. For the lead. Pass to Ellison. Fareed with a clean look. Sinks the triple.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stat. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Here's Ellison. Out to the right wing. And here's Reddish. He has 6. 5 to shoot. And on the way from Irving for 3. So both teams changing it up here. We've got 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Bender. Shoots the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 10. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Here's Koulibaly. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Leading by just 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Koulibaly. Ayton a screen. Pulls up on the wing. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Chalmers with it. Kenneth Fareed grabs the board. Ben Carroll left side. Pass to Brewer. Here's Jackson. Finished off the break.
And that's what they want to see out of Jackson. Getting out on the break and just busting it up the court.
Ben Carroll with the screen. Fareed. And finished off by Ben Carroll.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board. I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Bender, no good.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Chalmers outside. Here's Ayton. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Ayton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Brewer. And right on target with the swish.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
Bender with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Bender, no good.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
To the wing right side. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Banchero, that's good.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Pass to Koulibaly. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And finished off by Wright.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
.149 left in the game. Ayton at the elbow. Jackson looking around. And a miss there on the triple. Fareed, right side. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ballgame.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Koulibaly. 6 to shoot. Back to Jackson. Over Bender. Jackson misses.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
To take the lead. They get the rebound.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Jackson from long range. They get it again. On the wing, Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws a foul. That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
Fareed with a clean look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Here's Bender. Money!
Jonathan Bender.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Chalmers. Stolen by Fareed. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. What do you think we're going to see here?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
Here's Bender. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come out empty-handed. So the whole... Wednesday afternoon back. Basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment.
Here we go.
Here is Daniels. Pass to Koulibaly. They set the screen. Ayton with it. 6 on the shot clock. Daniels from outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Daniels. Right side Irving. And Dr. J slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gift.
And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That's his first foul. Ayton the screen. Pass to Mobo. Now Daniels. Down low. Just 5 on the clock. And it goes down 2 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Daniels from outside. It's good from long range.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
On the wing, Daniels. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside Irving. Back to Daniels. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Daniels has got 5 now.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Inside. Pass to Daniels. From past the arc. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Irving. With the drive. And the slam dunk by Irving.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Koulibaly. Off target from outside.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Pass to Daniels. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
1:58 left in the first. 3-pointer, Daniels. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. To stop the run, it's deflected. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. From the arc. Koulibaly with it. Still without a basket. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. .110 left from the first quarter of the game. Irving for three. Here's Ayton. Pass to Koulibaly. Back to Fareed. And Fareed throws it down.
Well, as soon as Fareed gets the ball there, you know he's going to rise up for the dunk. He is constantly looking to throw it down.
Now here's Irving. To the inside. And the rejection by Ayton. Here's Fareed. Daniels with it. 32 seconds left to play in the first. And here's the break. Here's Mobo. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Sinks the triple. Here is Daniels. 5 points in the game.
Away team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Irving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
Pass to Daniels. There's a good screen. Back to Irving. A three ball. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play.
The visiting team
Leading by a point. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Outside Irving. Irving with the steal. To the paint. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. That one's good from the corner. And so here's the home team. It's a three-point game. Here's Irving. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Now Daniels. 5 points in the game. Pass to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
How about Ayton going up there and showing off a little bit of his skill with the half turn?
Now here's Ayton. Irving for three. Hits it from three-point range. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
To the middle. Here's Irving. And the slam dunk by Irving.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And Irving throws it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Ayton. It's stolen. Lets the three fly. It's tipped. Here's Koulibaly. Hasn't made one yet. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Brent, Koulibaly got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch, and this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Mr. Kamare
2 minutes.
to the paint. Here's Brewer. Rebounded by Kamare. There's the three. Chalmers' shot is no good. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half of the game. Here he goes.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Chalmers surveying the D. To the inside. Pass to Shepard. And finished off by Shepard.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. .102 left in the first half. Brewer. They get it back. Here's Ellison. Oh, good with the triple. Here's Kamare. Still yet to score. To the wing on the left. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Outside, Covington. Back to Brewer. Rocket 6. Pass to Black. And here's Covington. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Kamara. And he slams that one down.
Oh, that's how you power that one down, young fella.
He went hard to the hoop and did not disappoint when he got there. 4-3, Covington. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. They're up by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Brewer. And that one hits back iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Shepard with the ball. Takes it out to Covington. Pass to Ellison. There's a screen by Covington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Brewer. Takes it inside.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Here's Kamare. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
They set the pick. And here's Chalmers from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Chalmers has got himself on the board with 3 there. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Pass to Covington. Cuts off the pass. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Ellison. Outside Covington. And he slams it one-handed.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Brewer with the ball. Now Covington defending. Outside Covington. And a miss there on the triple. And here's the fast break. Here's Kamara.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
It's stolen by Shepard. Outside Covington. Here's Ellison. Pass to Kamara.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
5 on the clock. Misses the 3.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Ellison. Defended by Covington. Here's Kamara. Shot to stop the run. And that one is hammered home.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
1:33 left in the third quarter of the game. Now Shepard. Out left to the wing. Here's Chalmers. The layup off target. Pass to Brewer. And it's Brewer finishing it off.
And Covington has proven to be a team player willing to share it.
Chalmers outside. They set the pick. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Chalmers. Here's Kamara. Fires from deep. That one misses. Here's Kamara. He has 6.
And this has just been back and forth all game.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Covington. Here's Kamara. Back to Covington. To the wing right side. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Good on the triple. Daniels has got 8 points.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half,
Timeout.
you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
To Koulibaly. That will count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've watched 3 so far in this one.
39.
Leading by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And here's Daniels. On the wing, Irving. No good on the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Irving looking for an opening. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Outside Irving. There's the pick from outside the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Got a piece of it. Pass to Daniels. Here's Fareed. Good. Nothing but net.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
And it's Ayton missing. On the wing, Koulibaly. Pass to Daniels. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Shot clock at 6. Daniels inside the line. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Outside Irving. Back to Koulibaly.
Timeout. Start.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, GA?
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. He told them pedal to the metal, adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. You start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And here comes the break. A finish. A huge slam, the perfect end of a fast break.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Daniels from outside. They get it again. Pass to Mobo. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Koulibaly. Daniels from outside. Not that time. His 6th miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Koulibaly with it. It's deflected. On the wing, Koulibaly. The kick out to Irving. Back to Koulibaly. 5 to shoot. Irving looking for an opening. On the wing, Daniels. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
1:27 left in the 4th quarter. 6 to shoot. Daniels inside the line. And finally they hit one. Daniels has got 4 points in the quarter. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Back to Irving, and Dr. James slams it in.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like it, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. On its way from Irving for two. That one wide left. But a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Here's Mobo. And it's Irving with the rebound. A steal. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Mobo. Down low. Here's Ayton. Irving from long range. It's money from deep. 9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
What do you think we're going to see here?
And really only one choice here, guys, and that's the foul. Not enough time left to allow the offense. To kill the clock.
So it's the visitors now. They've led by as much as 10. Irving from long range. The offensive rebound. Fareed. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment. And
is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast. Table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Now Daniels. Ayton, the screen. Can't connect from short range. Daniels with it. Pass to Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Loads of expectations come with going #1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Inside, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Koulibaly. Now Ayton. Good on the three-point shot. Ayton's got 5 points so far.
And I'll tell you what, stretch bigs are getting bigger. Ayton, Embiid, Big Cat, this is the future.
Here's Mobo. Unhindered, going all the way. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Daniels. The long distance three is buried. Daniels has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Ayton, the screen. Pulls it up. The offensive rebound. Here's Koulibaly. On the wing, Daniels. Clock at 4. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And then Irving slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Pass to Koulibaly.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now here's Ayton. He's covered by Ayton.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Now here is Irving. Offline with his three. There's 1:38 left in the first. Irving surveying the floor. Fareed down low.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
1:10 left to play in the first. A nice shot by Irving.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here is Irving. 7 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. It's up a 3. Pass to Ayton. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's Irving missing. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the first. Going inside.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. To the middle. And stolen by Ayton. And here we go. Irving surveying the floor.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
That will count. No good on the last second attempt there. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. They lead by 8. And don't go away. We'll be back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player move. Great ball movement.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
At the line.
And the first one drops.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Outside Irving. There's a screen. Fareed moves in, and Fareed throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen. And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pass to Daniels. Outside Irving. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Irving's got 5 now.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Back to Daniels. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Mobo. Here's the screen. Back to Irving. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Fareed, high post. Irving with the steal. Launches the 3. And Koulibaly gets it to go. Koulibaly's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Down low, here's Fareed.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Koulibaly. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. There's the pick. 6 to shoot. Here's Koulibaly. Rebounded by DeAndre. Outside Irving. Screen by Fareed. To the inside. And finished off by Fareed.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
To the paint. To the wing right side. Here's Kamara. A three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Covington. Lock at 6. Offensive rebound. Brewer. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And here is Chalmers. 58 seconds left here in the second.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Pass to Brewer. The 3. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Down low. Here's Ellison. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Ellison's got his first 2 points. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To the inside. Here's Brewer. Takes it inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Mario Chalmers picks one up. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Now, here's Chalmers. Still yet to score. Off target from outside.
Checking in for your home team, Kenneth Fareed, Julius Irving.
Irving for three. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. That'll do it for the first half.
Your home team
Leading by 8. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Black. Pass to Covington. Takes the 3. It's good from long range.
And this is what Covington is known for, effective at stretching the floor with his outside shooting.
Here's Covington. Back to Chalmers. From outside the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Inside. Here's Brewer. Shot clock at 6. The tray. And they recover it. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper. Brewer's got 10.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
To the middle. Here's Kamara. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
They get it again. To the inside. Here's Kamara. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Down low. Back to Black. Outside Covington. There's the screen. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. Covington's got 6 in the quarter.
Love the jump shot Covington possesses. Often it looks good coming right out of his hands.
Here's Shepard. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Mario Chalmers picks one up.
And the athleticism of Covington is tough to contain, which is why the D overcommits like that.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Daniels. He's got 10. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the visitors now. Down by 12. Inside. Irving. And Dr. J slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Fareed's got 11 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Irving for three. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from Daniels.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Now Daniels, 10 points for him. To the paint. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Ayton missing. Daniels with it. He's got 8. To the middle. And Ayton throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the third. On the wing, Irving. He's got 12. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Daniels. Irving with the steal. Three-pointer, Daniels, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Leading by 14. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this team to become competitive. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Drives to the hoop, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Pass to Fareed. Outside Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Fareed. Let's go. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And here's Daniels, covered by Irving. Rebound, Julius Irving. To the left wing. Fareed, left side. And the dunk by Fareed.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Irving for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Daniels, no good.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Ayton, a screen. And it's Irving missing. Here's Koulibaly. So they foul intentionally.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. And it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team, told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. See if those words work, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And that one's good, Irving. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. They set the pick. Irving with three. Sinks the three-pointer.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Julius Irving. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Irving. To the inside. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Here's Koulibaly. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Down low. Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton.
And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Pass to Brewer. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Brewers got 9 points here in the second half.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Clock at 6. Pass to Koulibaly. Lets it go with a 3. Drops in the tray.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And here's Irving. Now Ayton. And Ayton gets double teamed. Ayton a screen. Kept alive. The kick out to Irving. Drills the three-pointer.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let up, and I like that. Keep pouring it on.
Mobo gets the basket. Here is Daniels. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And he commits the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good for Irving. Guys, your thoughts?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Three-pointer, Daniels bangs home the trifecta. Here is Daniels. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Dyson Daniels. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2. Dyson Daniels.
And so he makes both from the line. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They turn it over. .11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The three. And the basket by Brewer. And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was a tale of two. Hey.